ductus exemplo, leadership by example. Royal Noble, honorable brothers and sisters here in the United States of America and from around the world, the future Light Kingdom Party, Hermes the Caduceus, the Royal Order of the Divine Light, and AXG Global News Network. We are saying goodbye to 2018. Plenty has happened in this year, and even though we had plenty of opportunities to do things right, most of it was done wrong. And as Sigmund Freud once said, that common man is frightened by freedom as it requires responsibility, a responsibility that most of the individuals are not able to carry. We have to reflect upon such words of wisdom and just view the current situation. In a war situation, no man is left behind. America has not only left behind the children that have been separated from their parents on borders, but America has also left behind their own federal workers that are unfortunately without pay and that are suffering from this very, very irrational and insane perspective of realizing a border wall to protect you, the people. In truth, the biggest enemy we face today here in the United States of America resides within. It is the individuals, as we allege, that sit in the Senate. It is the White House leadership. It is the above-the-law conduct that has poised America and that has drained you, the people, of the very substance. When we find in the Trump organization individuals not being paid, and that for weeks, it does not only affect the employees, but any associated, affiliated business contact to Trump, to the Trump organization, will be voided, will be endangered, and places the entire corporation to the brink of collapse, to the brink of bankruptcy. Numerous bankruptcies we have witnessed that Mr. Trump engaged in, but the biggest one is yet to come. Because, make no mistake, when we shut down the government, it is not only the poor federal workers that pay for it, and obviously our, as we allege, illegitimate leader has no feelings for, it is America that suffers. If a government is pretty much out of order, our international connections will evaporate. In fact, the questionable image that we already had with nations from around the world is only going to become even more endangered and eliminated. Our foundation of unions that we had with other nations are in the process endangered. Every action has a reaction, noble, honorable brothers and sisters here in this nation. It is time for you to learn to take responsibility. It is time for you to acknowledge that a presidency gained on illegal means, on illegal grounds, by so much involvement of foreign nations, cannot be seen as valid. And it has to be also, again, clear for all of us here in the United States, no man, no woman is left behind. We are leaving the federal workers behind. The brave men and women that work every day from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon to serve you, the people, and to serve this nation. No leader can, in truth, accept such situation. But as with the children that are divided from their parents, nothing matters to this leadership that is solely founded on generating the greatest benefits for themselves. Let us just be very clear about this. not only have we again weakened this nation, but the threat and the demonstration of power directed to federal employees, individuals from the FBI included, should bring them on the side of Mr. Trump. I have the power. I can do this. You're better with me or you have no bread. And I, Mr. Caduceus, have rather no bread, are imprisoned, are tortured, are enslaved by this government, as to say I accept its reign. A reign that is only dedicated to hurt each individual that has the most honorable intent to serve this great nation. Every action has a reaction. And Sigmund Freud very clearly quoted how we have distanced ourselves from responsibility that is the very essence for change. The light rain is required. We need to illuminate again as individuals on a foundation of morals and ethics. You have witnessed on the gas stations prices below $2 for the gallon, which were just before the Khashoggi killing almost at $3 per gallon. We can buy, criminals can buy silence. They can even kill somebody. They can engage in illegal, unethical conduct when at the same time they pay for it. And we allege that demonstration of such factuality is documented within the current events. Nobody's talking about Khashoggi's body anymore. Nobody's talking about his killings anymore. But the oil prices are low for you, the people, even though the government jobs are not paid for. Royal Noble, honorable brothers and sisters, here in the United States, it's time that you get the picture. And you are just simply used. You are a pawn in a game that is not in your favor. Because from every misery, from every loss that other people endure, a small group of people is greatly benefiting from. When a $5 million home is for sale for $800,000, such very wealthy, powerful people will be able to pick up pieces all over this country for a cent on the dollar. And that might be just the agenda here. No man, no woman should be left behind. And the great economy will then happen here when the light rain has unfolded. And when the individuals here in this nation have a minimum pay of $15 an hour, and when individuals that are consistently exposed to danger, like law enforcement, that each officer has a $1 million policy from the government, insurance policy, so in case anything happens to them, the loved ones are not left behind, because within the Light Kingdom's party's charter, no man, no woman will be ever left behind. We are here to watch out for each other. We are in a war zone that has required and does require for us to come closer together. And therefore we as the people have a responsibility for our brothers and sisters to fight for their right of income, for their right of future, for their right of light, for their right of justice, and for their right to enjoy freedom. God intended it. God bless the United States of America. God bless you, Robert Mueller, and your team. And hopefully you today will invite the light in that will provide to you tomorrow the foundation you require.